Today's tutorial is going to be all about fake eyelashes and how to apply them. I love fake eyelashes. They just make your eyes look brighter, awake, and more vibrant. I'm going to be taking you guys through a couple steps in how to apply them like a pro. You want to pick eyelashes, I think, that complement your eye shape and depending on what kind of event. This is kind of just a natural wispy lash that I'm going to apply. When you're taking them out of the packaging, I always like to peel from the corners and peel forward just gently because you don't want to wreck the band. If you wreck the band on the lash, then it's pretty much done and over with. I take that and I like to measure first and just place the lash on top of my eye. Make sure that I've got kind of an idea of the position of where I want it to sit on my eye and see if I need to trim. Now these Kiss eyelashes that I'm using, they're not very long. So I'm not gonna need to trim these eyelashes at all just because I know I like these kind and they're what works for me. The next step that I'm gonna take is take your lash glue. I like to use the Duo Dark and I use that on all people, even if you are somebody who has like fair skin or fair eyelashes, because most people always are putting on dark mascara and whatnot. And I just got a big clump of glue on the lash, so that kind of sucks. Alright, thank God that it dries pretty quick. Okay, so I just pulled it out. Alright, mishaps, they happen. Alright, so, and bubbly, what is going on? Really? Really? Alright, roll with the punches. So, you want to just place a little bit of glue on the band and not put too much, because if you do that, then it's gonna get stuck in the lashes and make a mess like I'm doing right now. What is going on, people? All right, so take 3. Let's do this the real Adrian way, rather than Adrian trying to be cool on camera. Real Adrian places a blob right here, and then so I placed like just a little bit of glue right here, and I then take the back of a makeup brush and just dab that on the edge. And I have to wait a little while. If you place the glue when it's too wet, then it can slide around and it's not gonna just be tacky enough to get a good adhesion to the surface. So my advice is wait a couple minutes, check your iPhone. If I had my iPhone, I would check it. Get on Instagram, I don't know, do something for about 30 seconds and that should be good enough. All right, so now you are going to take the eyelash, and some people like to use tweezers. I find that I can do it with my hands. If you have bigger fingers or you don't feel like you can, you know, you can always use tweezers to adhere. All right, so this tutorial is crazy. What is going on up in here? Okay. So you're gonna take the eyelashes and put them on your eyelashes. How about that? All right, here we go. So I like to focus getting it, you feel the wet part right in the center, and then focus on the inner and outer area of the lash line. I will use tweezers here just to get it in that precise place. A little trick too is when you're doing one side of the eye, look down to the other side. It just helps you get it really close to the lash line. So now I'm doing the inner corner and I'm going to look to the outer side. Alright, so one eyelash down, one to go. Alright, so I got both eyelashes on. When the glue dries, it's going to be translucent and you won't be able to see it anyways. But if it does look a little shiny, I like to go over it with my eyeliner. And I use Schwing by the Balm, and it's a matte finish. And it gives it so it doesn't look like shiny and you can't see the glue from far away. Even though it dries darker, it sometimes can look a little shiny. But I'm just going to wait a couple seconds. And that's really it. It's pretty easy. I know that I think the hardest part is lining it up with your lash line. Once you line up your lash line, you're good to go. Okay, so if you want to see how I did this look, I filmed it earlier today. It is a Galata inspired look from my first travel diary series. Galata is a site here in Istanbul that I wanted to tell you a little bit about, and I did a makeup tutorial inspired based on that. So it's more of a grungy glam look, and I will put a link in the description box, or I will put something here so that you can click on it and go see this tutorial that I filmed. So until next time, I'll see you guys later. Bye!